Okay, perfect. Let's.
Sahar, I'm so excited to talk to you today about your journey. Tell us a little about yourself.
It's actually funny. Is it Steffi or Stephanie?
Both
Oh,
equally, equally
perfect.
valuable.
Lovely. Well, Steffi, I've known you for a while actually, and it's nice that we cross paths again. But as you remember, my path is originally entrepreneurship. Being the unlikely entrepreneur, I started Coffee Republic a long, long time ago. And but I really believe in the power of entrepreneurship for people. I believe my first book was called Anyone Can Do It, in that I genuinely believe everyone's got an entrepreneur dormant inside them, and it's a question of bringing it out. And so my kind of recent project is around female entrepreneurship, because I think women make the most incredible entrepreneurs, and it seems like female entrepreneurship is the low-hanging fruit of the UK economy at a time where we need it most. And our rates of female entrepreneurship are pretty low, so I'm putting all my passion and my work and my time in that area.
Saha, I'm so excited about that, obviously, with She Can. And tell us how you got to where you are today that you've launched by Women Built.
Exactly. Well, it was actually during like the COVID, that sort of first circuit breaker nightmare we had in the autumn of 2020. And I was sitting there like kind of literally looking at Twitter, had left the house for like 2 months. And I saw this tweet by Jacqueline de Roccas, she was at the time president of Tech UK. And the tweet was the light bulb. The tweet said, not all of us can invest in women. Not all of us can mentor women, but we can all buy from them. And literally, like from heaven, some light bulb descended upon me. And I thought, well, that's really powerful, buying from them. And then I thought, actually, the issue is I'm in the ecosystem. I know which brands are women built, but the average consumer doesn't. So they don't know how to buy women built, because they don't know which brands are built by women. And I know when I'm in Sainsbury's, when I'm in Holland and Barrett, when I'm in Boots, I see myself surrounded by phenomenal women-built brands. I often know the founder, I've judged them, they're in my radar, but they're not in the average radar of the consumer. And so we're missing a trick. We're missing a trick by not identifying these as women-built brands at a time when we need to get more of them, we need to inspire them. And there's that big gift at the end, which is 250 billion for the UK economy coming out of the Rose Review findings.
Amazing, Saha. I love that. What motivates you now to make this really big? I mean, the numbers speak for themselves, but tell us more about that.
Gosh, what motivates me is it's actually one of the most exciting things for me, Steffi, because I have, since writing Anyone Can Do It, if I show in my old files the amount of drafts I've done for books on female entrepreneurship, somehow it's, I really believe that's why, we have these ideas and they could take a long time to gestate in a way and come out, but there's somewhere we get that little flame and we follow that little flame. So this is almost really like a culmination of, I can really say, like 15, 20 years of wanting to do something around female entrepreneurship. I wanted to, do a sequel to my book around. And suddenly when this came upon me, I realized it was almost like the timing was right. You know what I mean? It all sort of aligned. And what I absolutely love about it, to be honest with you, is meeting these female entrepreneurs. I've spent after I got the light bulb, I spent 1 year doing my due diligence around finding all the brands that are female built. And that involved, they're not stated anywhere. So I went through every single award we have in this country, business award, and I went through every single nominee. And then I would do a company's house check and think, oh, is that partly female founded, 50-50, therefore it's female founded, therefore it's going to go on my list. So I did a little Excel spreadsheet. And then now I've started to get the bigger ones really on a WhatsApp. I've got 100 so far. I've got another 80 to on board, so it's going to be 150 on WhatsApp of the big brands where they're next to each other. These are the ones with national distribution who've sort of already made it, because I want them to be the ones to signpost and elevate everyone else. And so, the energy I get, because individually, female entrepreneurs are amazing, but when they come together, it is a force to be reckoned. It is a powerhouse of energy and dynamism, but also the best of female qualities of sharing and empathy and vulnerability and, you know, everything that's just so absolutely magical about this.
I love that. You're talking from my heart, literally, Sahar. Collaboration, yes. Sahar, what do you think is your superpower? What do you think makes you so good at holding these really big visions?
Do you know what? My motto in life, Steffi, is actually anything worth doing is worth doing badly. So my superpower is that I am shameless in starting something just really bad. Like, so I don't care about, you know, I don't go and ask for someone's opinion. I don't try to make it perfect. I just do something. I just make that first call. I draft that first document. You know, it's kind of some, if you would say what my superpower is I start really tiny and really ugly and really half-baked, because I know the power of tiny, ugly, half-baked. You just got to take a step every day. And I believe if you take enough steps, however disastrous those steps are, however embarrassing looking back on them they are just telling the universe you intend to do something. And then genuinely, I believe everything conspires to help you do it. So my superpower is just shamelessly just doing something without thinking about it, you know, not overthinking and just doing and just putting it out there and seeing what comes back.
I love that. I mean, I feel exactly the same way.
Because
Sahar,
yeah.
what would your top tips be for other women?
My top tips is, you know, us women, exactly on that topic. We are, because we've got this like creative brain and we're, you know, huge multitaskers and everything. You know, the only downside for us, because, you know, the upside is we're multitaskers, we're resourceful, we network, we've got vulnerability, we've got curiosity. But the problem is putting all these together is this one issue around the conversation that goes on in our heads the whole time. You know, we're real sort of, I remember once reading something that apparently men have got like literally have got one synapse between both sides of their brain. There's just like one big cable, and we've got these tiny little wires, you know, always firing up and charging each other up. And the problem with having these wires is, and the fact that we can multitask means that we overthink. You know, in our brain is a huge conversation going on that other people don't even see what's going on in our brain. And so the fear and everything like that, we're constantly making up these scenarios. So my biggest advice is stop overthinking. Just do it. Don't ask anyone for advice. Just do it. Ask specific people for advice, but don't, you know, have a big conversation with your other half as to, oh, do you think I should do this? Because that's like the worst thing. Don't ask anyone. Just do it. Follow your heart. Just do it. Just do it under the radar. Just make that phone call, ask that question specifically about what you want to do, draft that document, you know, get it going, do a little secret business plan. Just keep it under the radar, because new ideas are ugly and people are going to poke holes in them, and they're going to sort of, you know, say you've made a fool of yourself, and they're going to embarrass you. And don't ask anyone else. Just do it. Just do it.
Sahar, this is the best advice. Thank you so much for being generous in telling that. Sahar, what plans and dreams do you have for this amazing new project?
Sophie, my big dream is that I walk into Sainsbury's, a mega big Sainsbury's, and I see next to every Women-Built product, there's a label, you know, that says kind of Buywomenbuilt. This is a Buywomenbuilt product. My dream is to have every Gen Z, all these amazing girls who are so passionate, this young generation, all the ones that took a, you know, they took a candle for Sarah Everard's vigil, all these ones that feel so strongly. I want them to say, you know what? I buy Women-Built, and for them to look around their bathroom when they're kind of having a bath or getting dressed or putting makeup on, thinking, I'm using Women-Built products. And through that connection, I feel stronger. I feel more confident about myself. And somehow connecting these founders with the consumers just creates a connection that I feel every day when I look around my kitchen, my bathroom, and I use Women-Built products. I feel better about myself. And I want this Gen Z who are, you know, getting quite a battering on social media from so much going on, so much around appearance, so much around what I call thigh gap, you know, how amazing is your body look, or, you know, how that celebrity got on the cover of Fortune just because, you know, I don't know, they did a sort of sex video, that, you know, they live in that world. And just showing actually it's the hard work, it's the everyday grind that's going to get you, because look at all these women who've done it. Look around you. They've all done it, and you're connected to them, and you're the same as them.
That's so inspiring. Thank you so much, Sahar. That was really incredible. Thank you so much.
Oh, lovely. Thank you. Thank you, Steffi. And I can't wait to get involved with She Can.
Yay.